Okay, guys, I'm going to share with you all the best way to handle the narcissist in your life. And the best way is by the way you respond. The only thing you control is you and the way you respond. And if you're anybody that's out there that's like me, I had no control over my response. I could only react, and reacting will get you in trouble. Okay? So, the best thing you can do is handle the way you react. I know it is frustrating dealing with a person who doesn't take the time to hear you out, or who's only out to get their side of the story or their side of what they're trying to accomplish out. And I know how easy it is to lose your cool, but we have to learn that if we lose our cool, we are playing the narcissist game. We are losing because they want you to lose your cool. They enjoy that. You can see it because right when you lose your cool, and think about this, think back to the last time you interacted with your narcissist. The last time, remember, when you lost your cool, they were probably calm. Right after, they might have been explosive. And as soon as you responded in an explosive manner, they were then cool and calm because they got out of you what they were looking for. Now you look like the bad person. Especially if they looked like the bad person in the beginning. They could have been at the wrong in the beginning of your interaction. But because of the way you responded, you ended up finishing off that interaction being the bad person. And that gives them the justification to go around playing victim on themselves. You just gave them the right and excuse to play victim. Okay, so the best way to respond is to keep the same demeanor that they would have when they are trying to make you look bad. For instance, if they start out a thing where it's like, you didn't answer my call. I called you and you didn't even answer my call. And you always do this. You know, if you were answer my call, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be acting like this. And they're on a fit. And this is how you respond. Hey, I'm sorry you're feeling this way. I don't know how to help you right now. That's it. Because there's no way you can explain. It's not for you to explain. If you didn't answer your phone, you didn't answer your phone. And I mean, if you're talking about a spouse, and a spouse is like, hey, I tried to reach you at your job and you didn't answer. And then they go as far as to ask the receptionist to connect them to the person sitting in the cubicle next to you. And this is a true story I've read online. And it was the husband wanted to be connected to the person that was directly in the cubicle to his wife, because he couldn't get in contact with her. And she goes, hey, I didn't hear my phone. I was busy. I couldn't get to the phone. And he goes, she goes, you embarrassed me. And he goes, you embarrassed me by not answering. Right there is a prime example. He's now placing his feelings onto her because he's not mature enough to handle his own feelings. To say, okay, he needs to reflect and say, why am I acting like this? And I'm pretty sure this guy has some trauma in his life that he's not fixing. And then he's putting that reflection onto her. And She made the biggest mistake by explaining herself. You know, I would have handled it like, hey, um, I'm here. I got to make money, and I can't spend my day on the phone with you unless it's an emergency. That's it. Because you got to pay bills. Or, um, yeah, I missed your call. What is it that you needed? Don't fall into the complaints. Don't focus on, because they want you to focus on the words that are coming out of their mouth. Just pretend like you don't even hear it, because half of it is just blah, 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 blah. Don't listen. Prepare your response. I know, I've been to counseling and I've heard them say, hey, let one person talk, let the other person listen. You can let them talk. You don't have to listen, because half the time that stuff ain't even true, what's coming out of their mouth, and it's either a blame game coming or some kind of victim statement. So the best thing you can do is just keep it short and simple. Don't play into their sympathy games, because they will usually want you to feel sorry for them. And if you continue to do that, they're going to continue to make you feel the way you feel and frustrate you. Okay? So I don't really have much to say about that, but if you take my advice, try it. Let me know if it works. And good luck. Put your armor on out there. Like I said, it's a battle, and there's a lot of toxic people. So use it on the toxic people in your life, and keep it short. Keep conversation short, and ask these people to get help. Because if they're not willing to get help, they're going to continue to hurt you. And you're going to internalize that. And it's not fair to you. It's their problem. Make them deal with it. You are responsible for yourself. You cannot be responsible for everybody, especially a mentally unhealthy person. That's for the doctors to handle. All right? Well, I wish you all luck. Okay? The struggle is real. And we're all here to support one another. So, leave comments below and let me know how, if this tactic works, and some experiences that you all are going through. I'd love to start an open communication. Don't be afraid to comment, okay? Again,